Shalom.
Shalom.
First, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach Kodesh. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. We just wanted to go into.
On this one?
No, I think I turned it off. I'm not sure, but it'll still come through. Yeah, we just wanted to go into some prophecy real quick. All right, the topic, all right, being America, all right, is about to become a third world country, okay, and very, very soon, all right, because when you look at the things that separate America from other third world countries, you look at the economy, for example, all right, you look at the conditions, the technology, the infrastructure, all right, but all of that is being brought down. All of that is coming down quick, all right. As you can, there was basically the news came out that the economy is contracted by 39%, which is the most on record. If I'm not mistaken, it was about 9.8% or so for the quarter, all right, which is very bad. And it's showing you that this unemployment situation, this people not working, all right, and money not circulating through the economy is starting to affect the economy. And at the end of each quarter, it reveals it, okay? You have other things going on, man. They're talking about a wave of evictions that are about to hit this place, all right? Because if you haven't noticed, Esau deals with you like a drug, all right? He gets you on there like a gateway, and then he gets you hooked. And when you're hooked, it's when he pulls away, and then you have those withdrawal symptoms that kill you. And if you're not dependent and subject to him, he's not gonna give you that drug. So what did they do? They hooked you on unemployment, all right? They crippled you with the virus, hooked you on unemployment, all right? Scared you with the propaganda, okay? And then now they're playing games with the drug, you know, because they want to hold it a little longer to where you start feeling the withdrawal effects, you know, and you get even more desperate. Yo, they still playing games. Yo, they still not passing the stimulus check. Yo, what's up, man? You know? And then slowly but surely they start to tell you, well, we're taking away that moratorium for the evictions, so now people can start getting evicted. And around what time is it? Wintertime. Wintertime, when you got it, you know, people like to have their heat on. You know, you eat them nice warm meals, drink that nice hot cocoa. This winter's gonna be a dark winter. Okay, it's not gonna be a sweet, nice, soft winter like you think, man. These elites are about to put the hell on you people. You got Trump talking about, you know, they're saying that he's basically pushing that narrative out there of possibly postponing the election because he's claiming that if they do a mail-in ballot, it's gonna be fraudulent. All right. So you have all this happening, and Esau doesn't just throw things out there for no reason. When they started with this second wave situation, they knew that they wanted to have a second wave, so they started to whisper it into the media's ears, you know, the possibility of seeing a second wave. That just means that get ready, we're about to desensitize you because we're about to have a second wave. So if they're now throwing out their talks of election being postponed, all right, that means that's something that they're about to start pushing now, okay? Now, one thing about prophecy is that prophecy comes suddenly. All right, if you haven't noticed, prophecy comes suddenly, man. It's like you're there and then out of nowhere, boom. You know, you're like, yo, this thing that, you know, your eyes weren't really on too much is becoming big. Let's pay attention to it. The whole situation with the Operation Legend. All right, now they're sending troops out there to Oregon, Illinois, Milwaukee, okay, after Portland, which they claimed, all right, that they were taking the troops out of Portland, but the DHS is saying otherwise. You know, the DHS is out here talking about, yo, you know what? They staying until the violence goes away. So all these things is like a build-up for a nice big breaking point, and that's gonna catch a lot of you people, man. Oh, you're gonna be in some deep shit. All right. Now, if you got something to say? All right. This is Lamentations chapter 5, verse 6. It says, "We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread." And the modern day Egyptians and the modern day Assyrians is Esau. Okay, so they have given the hand, and they have given to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread. Now, what do you do with your hands? You work. Okay, that's why if you were to injure, like for example, they'll say if you were to injure somebody in a fight and they can't work anymore, guess what? You gotta now take care of them. You gotta pay for them. Okay, so in this situation, what's gonna happen is you people are gonna give up your liberties. You're gonna give up your freedom. You're gonna give up your labor. Okay, just to get food to eat. Because Esau is going to make it that hard that for everything you have to go to him. Literally, as the scriptures say, we're going to go to him for the want of all things. They're going to do that. Okay? It says, our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities. Servants have ruled over us. There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand. All right, and that's what's coming very soon. Proverbs, the 1st chapter. Okay, it tells you that what they shall then shall they call upon me, but I will not hear them. So when you get to that point where you actually have to live on the streets, man, you got a lot of these proud ass people. They don't know what it's like. Here it is. They'll be arrogant and snobbish to a homeless person. But guess what? When you end up homeless because of these evictions, you'll see what it's like. See, when these people got the stimulus checks, they didn't use wisdom. They didn't consider, let me maybe invest here or there, or let me just think about the future. No. It was, let me just splurge. Oh, I got money, and on top of that, I'm not getting evicted. I don't got to pay rent, so I got even more money. Did it ever occur to you to think ahead? What happens? Because unemployment is not going to be forever. Okay, rent is not going to be withheld forever. These landlords, they're going to come out for their money. And the same way with the unemployment, they give you back pay for all the times you weren't claiming unemployment. Guess what? These rent and these landlord people are going to say, well, we want back pay for all the time you weren't paying rent. You know? Now what you going to do? You stuck, you can't pay the rent. You owe them the money. They've kicked you out your house. Now what? You're on the streets. And it's wintertime and it's cold. And you're hungry.
Right, and that's a strategy that Esau is known for doing. It's called pressure from above and pressure from below. All right, so what they're going to do now is that they're going to force your hand, because ultimately the solution that they're going to have is a reset, which is going to be that RFID microchip. Now, a lot of people are in debt. Millions of Americans are in debt. Like, I'm talking about, like, we're in trillions of debt as a country. Okay, well, the country's in trillions of debt, not we, because we ain't part of this shit. All right, but I believe every human being, every American citizen is in debt over, was it $127,000? If they were to pay that debt was over 370 million people, all right, that's in America. If everybody was to pay that $127,000, that's how they'll be able to repay that debt back, or at least attempt to do that. Okay, so now everybody's in debt. They're gonna come out with a new system, the reset button, all right, to cleanse the whole, take the old order of payment systems and all that, and then shift into the new system. But those who are going to be in debt, your way of paying that debt off, all right, or at least the means of you making a change and being on the new system is by taking that chip. They'll say, look, you have all this debt that you have to pay off, and if you were to take this chip, then it wipes everything clean. It's a new system, a new reset. So for you to be part of that new reset system, which is going to start in 2021, okay, that's what they're saying. Well, you're going to have to be on that grid, which is the new system, the new world order, that RFID microchip, ID 2020. Okay, and if you don't have that identification, then we can't identify you. So the whole system, everything new, all right, that's coming, the new wave, the new normal, all right, because you got people who say, well, if the vaccine comes out, maybe we'll go back to no. I believe the chairman of WHO, okay, the WHO, he said what? He said, look, let me tell you right now, there ain't gonna be no new, the world, how it used to be is not coming back. He said it outright. I saw the video myself. He said, I'll tell you something right now. Believe it or not, the way of life that we had back then is never coming back. Okay, so accept what it is now. That's why they keep saying, welcome to the new normal. The new normal, that is a code name for new world order. Okay, right. The new normal is a new order of life. All right, and the way they're gonna establish it, all right, is by giving out that RFID microchip. So what they're doing, like the brother said in the beginning, is to cripple the economy, shut it all down, and then reset everything globally. Okay, and the only way they're gonna do that, all right, because they're going to do it with the whole social security system and everything. They're going to shift to something they have known as a social credit system, okay, like China has right now. So your actions, everything you do, the way you think, the way you behave, all those things are going to be on that system, and that's how you're going to have your benefits, or you might be reprimanded for whatever it is that you do. All right, so it's all a control system, but before they do that, they have to gain the masses, and that's what they're doing now. So right now, people are depending on the system. All right, you're depending on the beast system to give you what? Your food, your shelter. So now they're taking away the food. You go into different markets. Hey, the video that I was watching this morning, I believe it was in the UK. There was this lady, she said she had to feed her kids tea and chips, all right, for dinner. She said, I'm fine, I'm a mother, as long as my kids are fine, I'm fine. But I'm like, damn, it's gotten to that point, feeding your kids chips and biscuits and tea, man, to sleep, for dinner, man, that's crazy. But that's the world that we're in now. So the whole world is going to be underneath a whole third world not a third world country, but a third world, so to speak. All right. And that way, only the elites are gonna have all the power, and everybody else is gonna be at the bottom as servants and peasants working for these people, man. All right, and you're all gonna be chipped. That's the goal. Oh. And we're seeing the gradual process, but it looks like it's been escalated. All right, according to prophecy, everything has been escalated, but now they're gonna have to use some force. That's why they have Operation Legend, because they know that once the evictions begin, okay, which is gonna be so beautiful because it's gonna happen during wintertime, man. Dark winter operation, was it dark winter, right?
Yeah, dark winter.
Right. So they're gonna collapse it. Evictions are gonna take place. There'll be no foods in the markets, and people are gonna finally be aware that this corona thing was all a hoax, because now the truth is coming out. A lot of people are attacking Bill Gates and talking about putting him on trial for crimes against humanity. All these different countries, you got doctors coming out talking about this whole corona thing is all a hoax. It's not real. Okay, because what kind of virus, a flu virus, all right, a cold, lasts a whole year? It makes no sense.
Oh, well, now they're saying it can hide in your ear. It can hide behind your ear. If you're 6 feet or taller, you're more susceptible.
Right, 6 feet. Once again, 6, the number 6.
Yep.
Esau plays with the numbers, man. You know what I'm saying? So now they're talking about if you're 6 feet or higher, or 6 feet or taller, there's a higher chance of you getting the virus now. It's like, what? You know, they call it a virus, then they call it a disease. You know, it's a whole bunch of now masks might not work no more. You need to have something to cover your eyes.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about control. And the reason why they're doing that is it's symbolic to keep your mouth shut, man. You can't speak about this thing. You can't revolt. That's why they're doing away with protests, because a protest is a means of people to what? Speak up against their...
Come see how the world could be.
Wow, look at that. That's the sign right there, man.
Hades,
look. Yo, that's the spirit. Hades Town. Look at that, man. Hades Town. It says, come see how the world could be. Hades Town. And there's a man with a rose in his hand, man. Red rose, man. You know what I'm saying? This is all demonic. It's all spiritual. And where we at right now? We're in the center of Babylon. We're in Broadway right now.
Yep.
All right, Manhattan.
Hey, broad is the way that leads to destruction.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know? So, hey, this is all Babylon back again, man. It's all Rome back again. But going back to the point, they coming up with all these different fear tactics so you could keep people in the paralyzed state of fear. That way they can control you. All right? So now they've came out with all these different things, but it's all going to culminate to one thing. Trump talking about elections being postponed. How will he be able to do that? By enacting martial law.
Because they're saying he doesn't have the power to do it right now.
Right.
So why is he talking as though he does?
Right.
You know,
right.
He's not worried. He doesn't sound like he's worried. It's almost as though there's something that's set in place for him that he already knows that he's good. You know, he's speaking about the military bringing out the vaccine by the end of the year to distribute it, as though he's going to be empowered to authorize that to happen.
Right.
So we're going to watch and see what happens. But, you know, like, just keep your eyes open, because anything can happen at this point, you know?
Yeah. So, you know, like they came out with all these tactics. Now, like the brother just said, he doesn't have the power to do it. But what will be the main thing that can cause the election to be postponed, man?
Right.
Martial law. And as you can see, they've already sent law enforcement troops, all right, law enforcement officers to federal agents to different parts of the state, of the country. You got Albuquerque, you got last time I checked, they got Milwaukee, they got Detroit, Cleveland. And that's
now
all.
They called all those troops back from Germany.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they taking them?
Thank you. You see, so these are all they're showing you that they're getting gear for all hell breaking loose in this country, man. They're getting ready for that because they're the ones provoking it. You see, it's all a system. They know exactly how it's going to end and what direction they're going to take from there. You see what I'm saying? That's why Bill Gates said they're going to push this vaccine. Johnson & Johnson is a big proponent of coming up with these vaccines, you know, and they ask him, so it's not been tested. How do you think it's going to work? He has no answer for it, but their point is, look, it doesn't matter if it's going to work or not, as long as people take it. As long as people take it, we can kill them. You see, it's my old spot I used to work at.
I'll bring this out real quick. This is Lamentations 5:8. It says, servants have ruled over us. There is none that doth deliver us out of their hand. So if you're not of the elect, there's going to be no form of deliverance for you. All right? You're going to be... Hey, I was watching one of the brothers. I think it was one of the brothers from Dallas. So I think his channel is GMS Lions in Rome or Fire in Rome, something like that. But I basically posted it. And he's going into it. His wife's dream, there was basically a woman, all right, and this is basically in the time of Isaiah 4:1. So there's this woman that comes up to them, and they're sitting, and this woman comes and puts her hand on their feet, basically begging, you know, for she has an Ian and all of that. And he sees her nails, and they look like them witch nails, them nails that they be putting them long ass sharp shit. And he's like, "Why you got that on?" She talking about, it basically it comforts her, reminds her of what she used to have in the world. And he kicked her hand off, and he kicked her hand off. He said, "Let me get the hell out of here, man." All right, because they're consumed up into this society.
Lot's wife.
Yeah, like Lot's wife. So what's gonna happen to them? They're gonna be in reproach. Micah 7 and 10, and that's not gonna be just for the women. All these people in the world are gonna be like that. And like I said, none that doth deliver us out of their hand. Nobody's gonna be able to deliver you. The Lord can do it, but He's not going to. All right. So it says, Chase.
Oh shit.
It says, we get our bread with the peril of our lives. You understand? You see that? You basically gave up your lives for money, for food. Okay? You had to hazard your life for food. It says, because of the sword of the wilderness, our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. And there's one where it says their skin clave to their bones. All right? It says, they ravished the women in Zion and the maids in the cities of Judah. Okay? Now, applying that to today, they're going to be doing that to you Israelite women, man. They're going to be taking your wives. They're going to be raping your daughters. They're going to be doing that because what do you think ravish means? Okay? It says, princes were hanged up by their hand. The faces of elders were not honored. All right? It says, they took the young men to grind, and the children fell under the wood. And when they take you to these concentration camps, they're going to re-educate you. But that's not all you're going to be doing. You ain't going to be sitting there eating Cheetos and cheese puffs, all right, watching re-education movies. No.
You're going to be eating that 3D food.
You're going to be eating that 3D food. They're going to be putting you to work, actual labor. They call it labor camps as well.
Right.
They're going to put you to actual labor, but they're going to make sure that your mind is being trained, okay, as you're working. It says, they took the young men to grind, and the children fell under the wood. The elders have ceased from the gate, the young men from their music. The joy of our heart is ceased. Our dance is turned into mourning. So all these little good times that you've been having, all right, it's gonna be what? It's gonna be taken away, man. Very, very soon. Very, very soon, man. We see it coming. And this place, once this place hit that third world state, you people are gonna be done, man. That in these go ask these people in these third world countries if they can just call 911 and everything is all sweet. Ain't no, they don't have it like that. Like how people here have been used to. And you people are gonna lose it, man. You're gonna lose it, man. You people, y'all not ready for what's about to take place on this planet Earth. All right. So if in closing, I'll finish it off with this verse 16 and 17. It says, the crown is fallen from our head. Woe unto us, that we have sinned. For this our heart is faint. For these things our eyes are dim. So you're gonna lose all hope, man. All right. And all hell is about to break loose in America very soon, man. And you people are not ready. All right. So y'all, those of you out there, man, you better repent and come to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, or you're gonna be in for a very, very, hey, Lord willing, all hell breaks loose this year. You're gonna be in for a very rude awakening, a very cold, harsh winter.
God,
all right, and there's gonna be no way out for you.
All right, because we're literally at the doors of Jacob's mercy. Yeah, Jacob's mercy, but
For
Jacob's trouble. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is it, man. Look, we watching the signs, and day by day, you see these headlines and these breaking news headlines. You just be like, yo, like this is prophecy, man. You know, it's like it's happening just like the Lord said was gonna happen. Just like those other prophets of old said it was gonna happen, man. You know, so we're literally living in the end times, the end days, man. You know what I'm saying? But you still got people who are still in the mindset of folly, man. But that's how Shai said that was gonna happen.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So,
hey man, that's where we at, man. So hey, we're gonna continue to do what we gotta do, continue to stay in the spirit and do what's pleasing to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And Lord willing, He has mercy on us in that time, because we gonna need it. The whole world gonna need it, but only the elect are gonna get it. All right, so in that, we're gonna end it off here. Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect. Hey, keep your eyes out, man, and watch the news, watch these articles, and watch these prophecies, man, because they come like that. All right, they come like that. Anyway, in closing, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Hashem Rachak Kodash. Until next time, shalom.